good wine. I hope I'm getting better with age.
It seems boy bands also improve with age. And 10 years after splitting up, an audience with starred a reunited and remodeled Take That. And for the first time, it was all live.
Oh, the call that young girls dream of getting. An audience with Take That.
Oh, the opening of the show was amazing. The boys were like in a circle and it was all dark. It was like this blue light on them. They were doing this acoustic version of Everything Changes, and then suddenly the camera panned up and we all had to join in on the first bit where it goes...
Build-up to it the week before, I remember the newspapers were going wild about it. You know, it was going to be a live event.
The tickets were like gold dust. This was their comeback. This was the big gig. Everyone wanted the ticket.
I think only dogs could have heard me scream when I realised that I was not on the list.
I got one, yes. It was brilliant.
I got a new dress and got all dolled up and I got very excited. In fact, I'm getting warm now.
When I got my ticket, I think I might have read a little bit. I was so excited.
Oh, Jenny, too much information.
It was a spectacle. So that was the big thing about it. It was huge, bright, colourful, loud.
Flames and lots of dancers, and it was all very burlesque.
The dancers looked very raunchy. I think my husband was very happy.
I was quite shocked. The prude that I am. Well, there's a bit where Gary Barlow's in a hoop with this woman straddling him with a G-string on and a bra. And I'm thinking, Gary Barlow, what are you doing up there? It was quite rude. I thought his wife's in the audience. He looked fine, actually. He looked very happy.
Being a big Take That fan, when they do Relight My Fire, you want Lulu to come out.
Once they started to sing Relight My Fire, you sort of go, well, they can't really do it without Lulu, can they?
When they lifted me up at the end, we had actually did that when I toured with them. I remember rehearsing that for the first time. It was a wee bit scary, but they're very strong boys.
And with nice warm hands on, so I'm told. It wasn't quite in the same league as Lulu's contribution, but some members of the audience did have a part to play on the night too.
During the breaks of the show, we were being taught how to do a little kind of dance or performance routine, if you like, in the audience themselves, because we had pom-poms underneath the seats.
I wasn't sat right near the front. I was about 5 rows back. And all the ones at the front got these pom-poms. And I remember thinking to myself, I wish I had a pom-pom.
Oh, bless.
So it was like all to this side, all to that side, all sorts of things we had to do with them. You sit there slightly embarrassed, I've got to be honest.
Trust me, Gary, nobody noticed. Someone else was about to hog the spotlight, turning this into a night that wasn't just live, but also dangerous.
We better do a question quick. Is there a question out there? Oh, Mr. K. Hey up, mate. Peter Kay.
On the night, we asked Peter Kay to ask a question because he's a great fan of Take That, and he knows the guys. And we gave him a question to ask, which I suppose was slightly naive, really.
They want me to ask you a question here, but I thought... It's live!
He let out a little laugh, kind of a slightly high-pitched kind of laugh. And I think probably most people in the gallery at the time just thought, we've let Peter Kay on a live national television programme, we've no idea where this is going to go.
So, now, you're wonderful lads. You know, I've known you for quite a few months. And I've always been a massive fan. I've seen you live 15 times. Howard's a gentleman. Jason, I've known him since he were down here. What a party that were. Mark's still down there. And Gary is a fantastic singer-songwriter and star of Heartbeat. The thing is...
Come on, get on with it.
What I want to say... No, we can leave that song out.
The tricky thing from my point of view as the producer was that I could only talk to one member of the band. All of them were wearing earpieces in which they could hear the foldback of their music in their ears to perform to. Only one of them actually had an earpiece that they could listen to me in the gallery, and that was Jason. So once the whole Peter Kay thing had happened, I was in Jason's ear quite heavily saying, you know, you've got to pull it back now, leap in and let's move the show on. At that point, the whole of the ITV schedule was in the hands of Jason Orange very briefly.
I know, wind it up, Jesus wept. Gary, we all had to start somewhere. For me, it was brackets ad lib. But what were those first gigs like, Gary?
He was very, very funny. But you can just imagine, I think even Gary Barlow was going, I really need to get to the next song, let's wrap this up.
In answer to your question, it was great. Anyway, on with the next song, everybody.
And what was the next song?
Just have a little patience.
Well, how ironic.
Still hurting from love.
The audience with Take That was when Patience had just come out, so it was the right at the very starting point of their comeback. It was a showcase of their new material, their new look, and it was just excitement to a different level.
Just try and have a little patience.
I just sang all the songs, word for word. It was like I was 15 again.
All I do each night is pray, hoping that I'll be a part of you again someday. All I do each night is think all the times I close the door to keep my love within.
What an audience with Take That did for me is for that one night just turned me into a little girl, and I was a little girl watching pop stars.
Whenever I'm wrong, just tell me the song and I'll sing it. You'll be writing down the stuff. See, I want you back for good. Oh, yeah. I guess that now it's time that you came back for good.
So, with Peter Kay finally silenced and all the girls reborn as teenagers, it was a night that would live with everyone present forever.
Oh, I'll never forget. No pun intended. I'll never forget Philip Schofield turning to me towards the end and asking me if he was doing the Never Forget, clapping the arms in the right way. He was like, is this right? Everybody was on their feet and everybody was just arms in the air for Never Forget. It was the anthem that they left us with, and this was them coming back.
Take That was my best audience without a doubt.
The atmosphere in the studio that night was electric. Everybody just completely turned back into teenagers.
Everyone was singing and dancing, and nobody gave a damn.
everybody was just on cloud nine because our boys were back.
It was a special night.
Still to come, I'm sorry, Tarbee.